So welcome everybody to a very important day in four young officers' careers. This is their swearing in day. It's the beginning of a awesome journey. They got a front row seat to the greatest show on earth, in my opinion, and they're joining a great police department. For those that don't know me, my name is Richard Del Toro. I'm the acting chief of police here at the Port St. Lucie Police Department. I have the absolute honor and privilege of, I believe, representing some of the best men and women in law enforcement in the profession. For those from outside of the area who don't know about Port St. Lucie, it is now the sixth largest city in the state of Florida. We're right around 230,000 residents, and we're growing. We're about 17,000 residents behind St. Petersburg to take over number five in the state. So we got our drive for five, but we're going to be topped out at about 425,000 residents when it's all said and done. So what does that mean for these officers here and those that are joining us here in the future? It means a lot of opportunities, a lot of chance for not only advancement, for different diversity and doing different things in the field in general. Because our department's only 43 years old. We were joking, just myself and Captain Ward a few minutes ago, just working together over many years. A lot of people are starting to hit that retirement age, so there's a lot of opportunities for upward mobility and just to expand overall as an agency. We're right about at 300 officers sworn now. When I started, we were about at 100, and the city was about 75,000 residents. So we have grown very fast in a short amount of time. We're going to continue to see that growth. It means you're probably not going to be on midnights very long, which is a great thing for you in your career. Trust me, hated working midnights, but very special people that can do that for a long period of time. But it's great. It's a lot of good things going on here. We are building a state-of-the-art training facility of $25 million, which is set to be completed in the next 500 days. Going to have an indoor firearms training range. It's going to be right here on the campus, right next to the police station here. So why is that important? Because training is important not only to advance our profession, but to make sure our officers are safe. They have the best possible training. And that's our commitment to you as the families. Making sure our officers go home each and every single day, and having you know that we're committed to making sure that happens. Very important to me as the chief. Very important for our command staff and for our officers to know that we care about them very much and making sure that their safety is number one priority. So we're excited about that. We're excited to have them here. It's just this is our the fifth officers hired in the past week, and we're hiring about 15 more here by the end of July into August. So that'll complete out this year, and then next year we're adding close to little over maybe 30 positions to next year's budget. I put in for 50, got about 30, but it's not set in stone yet. I might get in trouble for actually saying that right now, but it's good. It's good. It's a good time to be here, and we're excited to have them. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call up each officer individually, and then I'm going to have the person, after I read their bio, the person that's pinning their badge come up, pin the badge on them, then have the clerk come up, read the oath of office, and so they can be up there during that special moment as well. And there'll be a lot of pictures taken during this time. There's going to be plenty of time for family photographs afterwards. We're not in any type of rush, so we want you to enjoy this day and remember it always. So without further ado, I will start out with Officer Isaiah Cologne. Please join me, sir. So Isaiah was born in West Palm Beach to his parents Gino and Belkis, who they're not here today. They're actually in Puerto Rico, but they're streaming live, I believe, on FaceTime. So thank you for joining us. He has four siblings: Gino, Andrew, Ashley, and Gianna. Isaiah is engaged to Brianna, who will be pinning his badge today. He completed the Florida Correction Academy at Indian River State College in December 2020. He then attended the IRSC Crossover Academy for Corrections to Law Enforcement and graduated on April 26, 2023. And for those that don't know, he had to keep working full-time as a corrections deputy to do that. It's a very challenging thing to do, working 12-hour shifts and then going to school afterwards. And so, very long journey, but just shows that hard work and perseverance definitely pays off. So we're glad to have him. For several years, Isaiah devoted his time to working with the youth at the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County and the L Center of Excellence, which works with children with autism. He began his law enforcement career at the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office working as a corrections deputy and recently resigned his position to start here with the Port St. Lucie Police Department. So welcome home, sir. Glad to have you. So, Brianna, you want to come up and pin his badge? It's a lot harder than it looks, folks. Stand right over here. Madam Clerk, please come on up. Stand next.
Okay, you can raise your right hand and you will respond with I do or I will. I do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the state of Florida, and that I will bear true faith, loyalty, and allegiance to the same, and that I am entitled to hold office under the Constitution and laws of the state of Florida, and that I will faithfully perform all of the duties of a police officer of the city of Port St. Lucie, so help me God.
I do.
Congratulations. Next, we have Officer Rachel Magura. Come on up. It's kind of weird. I've known Rachel since she was a little kid, so this is weird. But Rachel was born and raised in South Florida to her parents, Kristen, and they had Charles, but I'm going to say Jason. Sorry. Jason Ward. She has 3 siblings, Luke, Allison, and Emily. She is married to another officer here, Austin, who's a Port St. Lucie police officer with our agency. Together they have 2 children, William and Wesley, and Austin will be pinning her badge today. I saw him here somewhere today. Come on up. She was accepted into the IRSC Public Safety Training Institute for the Police Academy, where she successfully completed the Basic Law Enforcement Academy in 2016. She began her law enforcement career at Martin County Sheriff's Office as a 911 dispatcher until she was hired and worked for the Orange County Sheriff's Office just outside of Orlando, Florida, as a road patrol deputy. So we're glad to have you here, Rachel. Welcome home. So come on up. Yes, sir. You should have no problem.
You had to put the pressure.
Yeah. Now, quick.
Please raise your right hand and you will respond with I do or I will. I do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and the state of Florida. I will bear true faith, loyalty, and allegiance to the same, and that I am entitled to hold office under the Constitution and laws of the state of Florida, and that I will faithfully perform all of the duties of a police officer of the city of Port St. Lucie, so help me God. I do. Congratulations.
Officer Eric Morrison. Eric was born in North Reading, Massachusetts to his parents John and Pamela, and he has 2 sisters, Kristen and Caitlin, and 1 brother, Ryan. Eric would also like to mention his girlfriend, Sarah. Is she here today? She is? Hi, Sarah. How are you? John will be pinning his badge on today, and I believe his Aunt Kathy and Uncle Brian are also here today. All right, thank you. Eric successfully completed the Indian River State College, where he completed the law enforcement equivalency of training. He currently attends Kaiser University, where he earned his associate's degree and will be receiving a Bachelor in Science degree in criminal justice by the end of the year. It's awesome. He began his professional career in the United States Army, where he was honorably discharged at the rank of E4 Specialist. Thank you for your service, sir. Appreciate that. His work experience, he began his law enforcement career at the Department of Veterans Affairs as a police officer, where he recently resigned to become a member of the Port St. Lucie Police Department. Welcome home. It's awesome. John, you want to join us? There we go. All right, I'm clerk.
Please raise your right hand and respond with I do or I will. I do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and the state of Florida, and I will bear true faith, loyalty, and allegiance to the same, and that I am entitled to hold office under the Constitution and laws of the state of Florida, and that I will faithfully perform all of the duties of a police officer of the city of Port St. Lucie, so help me God.
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
last but not least, Officer Nicholas Peterson. We got some tall officers now, don't we? That's good, man. It's great. So Nicholas was born in Long Island, New York. His mom is Cherie and stepfather Scott, and he has a brother William. Nicholas is married to Tanya, who will be pinning his badge today. Is Tanya? There you are. How you doing, man? Good. Nicholas attended Palm Beach State College, where he earned 30 credits and completed the IRSC Basic Corrections Academy, and then went on to graduate the Law Enforcement Crossover Academy. Again, a lot of hard work to do that, and I really admire these guys for both putting in the work to do that. Nicholas worked as a behavioral assistant for several years, and he began his law enforcement career as a correctional officer with the Department of Corrections in Indiantown. He then left the Department of Corrections to work as a corrections deputy, most recently at the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, resigning that position to then come work at the Port St. Lucie Police Department. Welcome home. I had that's two we got from St. Lucie County today, so you know, I had nothing to do with the recruiting or anything like that. We got wonderful recruiters here, but you know, you don't really have to sell this. Kind of sells itself. But Tanya, you want to come on up and pin the badge? Madam Clerk.
Please raise your right hand and respond with "I do" or "I will." I do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and of the state of Florida, and I will bear true faith, loyalty, and allegiance to the same, and that I am entitled to hold office under the Constitution and laws of the state of Florida, and that I will faithfully perform all of the duties of a police officer of the city of Port St. Lucie, so help me God.
I do.
Thank you.
If I can have all four officers come back on. Now, you can say it again. One of the things we started doing many years ago under then Chief John Skinner was the International Association of Chiefs of Police Law Enforcement Oath of Honor. You know, we all know the inherent dangers that go on in this job, but what many people may not realize is that many times careers don't end because of a violent act, they end because of mistakes that we make. And that end up costing us our careers because of poor decision making. And so this is just a little reminder, something that we do at every swearing in to remind us of that oath that we, in addition to the oath we just took to uphold the Constitution, this is a little something to make sure we remember what we do this job for, which is to uphold our honor as well. So I would ask these officers to raise their right hand, but every officer that's in the room or deputy, please stand with me and raise your right hand, and let's all take the oath together. So on my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions, and I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve. I will. All right, congratulations. There you go.